Designers have been playfully creative in finding ways for humans to talk to machines. They've given us keyboards, mice, cameras, and more. Each is best for a particular application. Drawing from the initial assignment to find an easy-to-use, accessible, and cheap input device to control an on-screen puppet, I used the Rubik's Cube with visual targets. Instead of using keys or buttons or joysticks to control each single joint, there are 54 squares. This calculates to over 500 possible combinations. Starting with the kart racing game, I used Vuforia to recognize the targets. The Rubik's Cube was used to drive the kart. It isn't very accurate, as you can see, and using the cube as a control is fidgety. But the technical requirements have been met. It just takes a little getting used to. Moving on to a remote, I implemented a script to map basic video controls like play and pause onto the symbols. Doing this was easier than controlling the car because it wasn't as time sensitive as playing the game. Finally, I moved on to picking a board game. With machines, the generated random is only a pseudo-random. With this in mind, I made a cube with visual markers and used it to simulate a dice, therefore leaving it entirely up to chance on the dice roll. With the development of technology, there are more wireless technologies building for such uses, like virtual and augmented reality. It won't be long before physical devices are a thing of the past.